Hello, hello, hello. I'm back to back on track with you guys. Okay, what I want to talk about New Year's resolutions that have already been thrown into the trash after Easter. So, even in finance, you would say every good planner plans in quarters of the year. What are we going to do the first quarter? What are we going to do the second, the third, and the fourth? And now, what are we going to do this year? So, I'm thinking that a resolution is as good as the first quarter. You'll work on that pretty well and you'll be very, very diligent. And by the time it's after Easter, you will probably not have any of the resolutions that you thought you were going to pull through on spot anymore. You do something totally different, or you pull them through until after Easter. And after Easter, because of the spring, especially here in Germany, it's really very, very extreme different, the spring from the winter, because everything that was like naked trees, naked bushes are like getting their coats. The first blossoms have popped. It's really beautiful. This is when you would be inspired to start something totally different. Like, do I really have to pull this through with the not smoking? I'm in such a good mood. Do I have to pull this through with the gym? I look pretty good. Do I have to pull the diet through? Things taste so great. So this is the time that you're most likely going to go and say, forget the resolutions. It's April. What the heck? Let's have a nice time. Let's live our lives. Other people would say I didn't have resolutions. And now it's time for me to go to the gym. It's time for me to stop smoking. I'm going to take this spring energy and stop doing this or start doing this. So whatever part of this resolution type of character you belong to, I'm the type that likes to change things at the beginning of the year. And I noticed that a couple of things will be modified by spring, which is a good thing. But I'm talking to the ones that leave it all together, that say, okay, I had this resolution and it's Easter. I don't have any ideas. I'm just going to give everything up and go back to what I did like in November the year before. I'm wondering, why did you think you wanted to change it? That's the first thing I would ask myself. Why did you think you wanted to change it? What was the inspiration? What was the vision you had when you wanted to change it? Is it completely gone now, or is it just changed? Can you switch it up? Is it going to break down your self-consciousness and your self-worth feeling if you stop it now? I wouldn't stop it. I'd modify it. And that's what I'm doing. So I modified my gym. I'm not going from Mondays to Fridays anymore. I'm going from, I think the only thing I left out after Easter was Tuesday, because Tuesdays there were a lot of people in the gym for some reason, and especially crowded where I was working out. So I thought, okay, Tuesdays you can do a treadmill hour. So that's not really going to the gym. It's just a treadmill hour. And then I thought, now you have from 5 days, you actually have 4 days to split up in two, which would be 2 days of lower body and 2 days of upper body. But, that's a lot. And I've been watching, especially through the carnivore diet, this overtraining cortisol philosophy that's going around the internet. And I was just wondering, if I cut it down a little more, would it be better for me? Would I feel better? And we did lose an hour of sleep. I have to get up very early. And so I thought to myself, well, why don't you just take like 3 days? I know, it's like, oh my God, guys, come on. She wanted to go like from Mondays to Friday. Now she's talking about 3 days. But 3 days is pretty good. So why should I beat up myself? As opposed to going from Monday to Friday, it could be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And so that's my switch up of this really, really strict resolution. I just changed it a little bit. And at first I thought I was telling everybody, hey, I'm going from Mondays to Friday. I was kind of showing off. Who does that? I do. I showed off to go from Mondays to Fridays to the gym. And it felt really good to go from Mondays and Fridays to the gym until it didn't. Until I thought, okay, this is sort of exaggerated. I'm losing the fun of it. I'm losing the focus. I'm becoming lazy. Why should I do this? Is there something else? And I was hearing that it's fine to go ahead and switch it up. That's important. You're allowed to switch it up. Switch it up. It's fine. It's not a problem. What I didn't do which I tried from the beginning of the year. Journaling and meditating. I actually don't meditate that much. Actually, my meditation has switched up. Another switch up here, you get it? As opposed to waking up at 4:45 and meditating with my eyes closed till about 20 past. I just took my glass of warm water, sat back up in the bed and was sipping my water, and I was looking at my vision board on the wall and just going through those thoughts of the vision board. How does it feel? What do I really want? That was a good idea, actually. That switched up my resolution as well, as opposed to, keep your eyes closed for 20 to 30 minutes and try to let go of every thought. While I do this, I'm letting go of thoughts too, and I'm drinking my warm water, and I'm waking up in a very, very smooth and kind way, self-kindness type of way, and I really adore that. So that's what I do, and then I get ready and go to the gym. And next week is going to be the challenge of saying, okay, Tuesdays and Thursdays, you won't be going to the gym. I don't know. What am I going to do that hour? Maybe journal longer, because I do love journaling. I could journal an hour, just write about all kinds of stuff. The new resolutions or the switched up resolutions are still going to help you. They're still going to give you a good feeling about yourself. And they're going to sort of help you with what your goal was when you wrote it down, what your resolutions were going to be. Now, if you want to stop smoking, I tried this before and I've succeeded, although I failed a lot of times. I think there's a video where I explained maybe the one before this one, I'm not sure. Let's see how I can get this one wrapped up, where I explain what I did, what kind of a detox drink I fixed for myself to stop smoking. And on the first day and the third day, it seems like all these uneven days are the hardest. I would recommend to have your resolution now in the spring of not smoking, of stopping to smoke. That would be my recommendation, because it's so beautiful to go outside. It will depend where you live. If you live somewhere where the four seasons aren't that clear like they are here in Europe, this difference between the winter and the spring season, that's when you want to clarify your body of toxic stuff. This is my opinion, that during spring, you're going to have a greater chance of detoxing, whatever you want to do. Other resolutions, whatever it is, if you're doing something with finance and you're saying, hey, I need to change my budgets or something, those are ones you should really keep to. You shouldn't just say, it didn't work, don't feel like it. You should keep to it for the complete year, but maybe switch it up. So, resolutions, switch them up if they're not working after Easter or in the springtime. Tell me your resolutions, what you did, what you wanted to have happen this year, and what you're trying to switch up now, or maybe even what you let out altogether. And if you let it out altogether, or if you're leaving it be altogether, why? Was it not really satisfying in the first place? I think it's interesting because people stop talking about resolutions by the time Easter passes. Nobody's talking about them resolutions anymore, but that's why you have them, to refresh. Why did you do them? What did you want to achieve with the resolutions, and how can you switch them up? Okay, guys, that was my thought about resolutions. This is probably a short one, maybe refreshing, and maybe just in case you needed somebody to understand if a resolution isn't really working for you anymore, or you're beating yourself up because you're sort of not doing it anymore, just switch it up. I understand you. I got your back. So comment, subscribe if you haven't. Stay safe, stay healthy. I will see you in the future. Bye-bye.